This is my Colorado XT Pontoon Boat I just picked up on Kijiji from an old feller. He was tried it out, liked it, but it wasn't really for him. He was getting close to 70 years old and didn't really need it anymore. It's kind of too much work for him. So I've been looking at these for years. Have a very small one, single pontoon, like a backpacker pontoon boat, and I have a float tube. So this is my next venture. This one I can add a transom, a wood transom, to the back plate of the transom here, and probably move my anchor system over to the other side. This was kind of neat. The little anchor system threads through all the way along, and there's a little plastic thing there. I'm not sure what you would call that, but it allows me to hook the anchor in, and it catches. So it looks pretty cool. I guess you just fill the bag up with rocks. Sounds simple enough. You don't have to carry an anchor, which is good. Rocks are plentiful. These bags are pretty cool. They have a lot of compartments to them, I should say. 3 zipper pouches on either side, and on the inside you will see the webbing where you can just kind of stuff small things. Obviously soft patches where you can put flies, one on each side, which is great because I can do like dry fly, wet fly, whatever. This whole thing breaks down and all put together with these little D rings, pins, I guess. I turned these ones upside down because this pin was sticking down into the rubber, and I didn't want that for just, you know, I didn't want to wear the rubber out. So the oars too break apart. They just snap together here, these little pins, and just pull apart, and then they're kind of short enough that I can put them together. There's an apron, a stripping apron, which is like a it's kind of hard to explain it. I'll show you. It looks like this. That's the wheel from the front to roll the thing around if you wish. The bags come off and you can put a shoulder strap on them and strap them together and kind of carry them if you want, if you're into walking for a bit. There's the bag. It Velcros on in place of one of the side pouches there. And basically you just put it across your lap and then you strap it across you, and you strip and land your fish in it, which is kind of neat. I tried it, but it just seemed kind of uncomfortable to me. I'm going to use a net anyway, because I'm figuring the fish flopping around, if I'm just going to catch and release, I don't want to hurt it, so it'd be easier to have it in a net and keep it in the water as I'm trying to remove the fly from its mouth. A little more, I guess, humanitarian like, as much as humanitarian fishing is. But anyway, I do a lot of catch and release, but I like to fly fish, and this looks like to be the type of rig that I was really wanting to have. So again, the whole thing breaks down into pieces, which is kind of cool because I want to mount it to the front of my bike, and that way I can take this into my favorite little fishing hole and just kind of put the whole thing together, use a 12-volt pump and pump the thing up as I did here. Unfortunately I need a hand pump to tighten it. The type of valves that are on this are really awkward little things, and you need a lot of pressure when the valve is closed in order to force more air in to tighten the bladders for the pontoons. But I'll play with that later. I still haven't had this in the water yet. I just bought it. Got a good deal on this on Kijiji from a guy, as I said, an older fella who tried it out and it just wasn't for him. So hopefully this will do what I want it to do. So I've already modified it a little bit. The seat didn't attach very well with the little, I think they're just wing nuts. So I put some washers on there and some regular, and tighten them up a little bit better. I guess what I want to do modification-wise, I want to try and figure out some type of netting that I can just rest my feet in, rather than just always resting my heels on the actual footrests here, because it can be uncomfortable after a while. My other kick boat has that, so when I'm wearing fins, I put my feet up kind of like this, but it gets uncomfortable after a while. So I thought maybe if there was some kind of webbing here across this, I could just kind of let my feet kind of fall into it. I'll have waders and obviously rubbers on, or wading boots on, whichever. Or I might try and figure out the waders with my dive boots and the fins like I do with my kick boat, and maybe when I'm fly fishing and I have the oars up like this rather than splashing in the water, probably be a cool idea to just maybe kick my way around with fins on to kind of spin myself left or right, or keep myself from blowing around if there's any bit of wind at all. Other than that, this is sitting inside of the thing, which is kind of cool. There's that anchor system, which is kind of neat. You just kind of pull it out and push it back in again. It grips the line with teeth, kind of, which is neat. It works really well with this type of line. The directions didn't really say what to do with the line, so I just thought, oh, well, excess line, I'll just